Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where let's just say some important people are getting some very important pay bumps. Today we are diving into a filing from National CineMedia Incorporated, or NCMI as it is known on the stock market. This isn't your typical quarterly report, it is an 8K, which usually means something significant has happened. And in this case, it is all about two of the company's top executives getting some nice contract extensions and, you guessed it, more money. If you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents and want to understand the real story behind the headlines, make sure you are subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below, where we break down these filings even further and discuss them with you. So, what exactly is this document telling us? It is a current report filed because something big just changed, specifically with the leadership at NCMI. National CineMedia Incorporated, or NCMI as it is listed on the Nasdaq stock market, is primarily known for its advertising business in movie theaters. Think about those commercials you see before the main feature starts. That is them. The main event here is item 5.02, which deals with changes in company officers and directors, and importantly, their pay. This filing announces extensions to the employment agreements for two key executives, Thomas F. Lazinski, the Chief Executive Officer, and Maria V. Woods, the Chief Legal Officer and Secretary. Let's start with Mr. Lazinski. His contract has been extended through December of 2028. This isn't just a little tweak, it comes with a significant boost in compensation. His annual base salary is going up to a cool $1 million. That is a substantial jump, and it clearly signals the company's commitment to him leading the charge. On top of that base salary, Mr. Lazinski will be eligible for an annual bonus targeted at 100% of his base salary. This means he could potentially earn another $1 million in bonuses each year, depending on how the company performs. For longer-term incentives, the company is also giving him the opportunity to receive awards that are at least worth $1 million each year. These are typically things like stock options or restricted stock designed to tie his interests closely with those of the shareholders over the long haul. And speaking of stock, he is also set to receive an award of 1.5 million stock options in 2026. These options will vest based on certain performance goals, which the compensation committee will decide on. This is a classic way to motivate top executives to drive up the company's stock price. Now, let's talk about what happens if things go south. The agreement outlines generous severance packages. If Mr. Lazinski is terminated without cause, meaning for reasons that are not his fault, he'll get 150% of his base salary plus 150% of his target bonus. That is a significant payout to cushion his departure. And if his employment is terminated within a year after a change in control, that is when the company is bought or merges, he gets an even bigger payout, 200% of his base salary and 200% of his target bonus. He'll also get assistance with his health insurance cost for up to 12 months. Of course, all this is contingent on him signing a release agreeing not to sue the company, which is standard practice. Now, let's look at the other key executive, Maria V. Woods, the Chief Legal Officer and Secretary. Her employment agreement has also been extended, also through the 31st of December 2028, but with an effective date of the 31st of December 2025. Her base salary is increasing to $485,000. While this isn't the $1 million mark like Mr. Lazinski's, it is still a solid increase reflecting her role and responsibilities. She will continue to participate in the company's annual bonus program, with a target bonus of 75% of her base salary. This means she could earn a significant bonus depending on company performance, which is a good alignment of incentives. Similar to Mr. Lazinski, she will also be eligible for long-term incentive awards as determined by the compensation committee each year. These awards help ensure that her focus is on the long-term health and growth of the company. The agreement also notes that the other provisions of her agreement, including those related to termination, are generally consistent with her previous contract, as described in the company's proxy statement from March 2025. This suggests that the core protections and terms of employment remain similar, with the primary changes being the salary increase and contract extension. The filing also lists the exhibits, which are the actual full agreements. These are essentially the legally binding documents that spell out all the details. The important ones here are Exhibit 10.1 for Mr. Lazinski's agreement and Exhibit 10.2 for Ms. Wood's agreement. These are the detailed blueprints of their new compensation and employment terms. Descriptions. Second amended and restated employment agreement dated the 22nd of December 2025 by and between National CineMedia, Inc. and Thomas F. Lazinski. Amended and restated employment agreement dated the 22nd of December 2025 by and between National CineMedia, Inc. and Maria Woods now. Let's put on our investor hats and decode what this all means. On the surface, Extending contracts and increasing pay for top executives can be seen as a sign of confidence by the board and their leadership, especially if the company is facing challenges or looking to capitalize on opportunities. For NCMI, a company that operates in the cinema advertising space, which has surely seen its ups and downs with the rise of streaming and pandemic-related shifts, stability at the top is important. The significant salary jumps and bonus potentials, particularly for the CEO, signal that the board believes these executives are crucial for navigating the current landscape and steering the company towards future success. The substantial severance packages, while generous, are also a way to secure these leaders, ensuring they won't leave quickly for another opportunity and will remain focused on the company's strategic goals, even if unforeseen circumstances arise. However, from a shareholder's perspective, these sorts of announcements often raise questions. Are these increased compensation packages justified by the company's financial performance and future outlook? While this filing doesn't contain the detailed financial tables of a quarterly report, the fact that they are investing so heavily in their top leadership suggests they are anticipating a period of growth or significant strategic initiatives. The company's stock, North Carolina MI, will be a key indicator of how the market perceives this move. If the stock performs well, these compensation packages will likely be seen as a good investment. If not, they could become a point of contention. One of the key risks for NCMI is the ongoing evolution of media consumption. With more people watching content at home, the traditional cinema advertising model faces pressure. The leadership team's ability to innovate, find new revenue streams, and adapt to changing consumer habits will be critical. The extended contract suggests the board believes Lasinski and Woods are the right people to tackle these challenges. In conclusion, this 8K filing is all about executive confidence and compensation at National CineMedia, Incorporated. The extensions and pay raises for the CEO and Chief Legal Officer indicate the board's commitment to their leadership. However, the real test will be whether this leadership can translate into strong financial performance and long-term value for shareholders, especially in a dynamic media environment. What is your take on these executive compensation packages? Do you think they're justified? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps us out. And don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth corporate dives like this. Also join our Discord community using the link in the description to continue the conversation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.